welcome back to another Talkin Yanks players, profiles, and projections. Brought to you by DraftKings. We are doing bullpen slop. Back end of the bullpen, and I think, is this going to be the last one that gets released?
No, but last one we're recording.
Oh, I was going to do a big thank you for listening to all of these.
You can still say it.
I'll say it now. There's a couple left. Thank you very much for listening. This is the last one we're recording, and it's nice to get at the end of the line. Big lift by everyone, myself, Jake, BBD, Kyle. I'm sure other people help as well.
See?
Sam's here. We'll just thank Sam for being here.
She always helps.
Bullpen slop. We can keep this kind of quick, Jake. We got Lucas, the Lintlicker Litke.
Hey.
We got Adam, Forever Warren. We got Nick, that good goody.
Hey.
Julis, the ghost Chassin. I don't know where you want to start.
Let's do the fun. Maybe the most ridiculous/fun conversation of this spring training has been Lucas Litke, LLL. Tough initials for a pitcher.
Someone, like a friend of his, said it was pronounced Lutke. No idea.
That sounds nice. Baseball Reference says Litke. We like him. We laughed at first. He first made his appearance in spring training, and he had Hap's look with Paxton's mannerisms as a lefty, and we were like, okay, who's this guy? And then he started throwing the pill, Jim, to the point that it became a story because he's been striking out half the batters he's faced. He's striking out batters at an Aroldis Chapman clip. And he's a guy with Major League experience. He hasn't pitched in the show in a few years. He's 34 years old. He might have just had a birthday, Jim. Let's get this because I know this is what the people want. No, March 24th, so he's got a birthday coming up.
I think by the time this is out.
The drop? So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
No PPPs coming out that day. That's Wednesday. Full app.
They interviewed, as the Litke story picked up, they interviewed Booney. They said they had his eyes on him for a while. Made me laugh and excited. And yeah, man, seems like they like something about his breaking ball, and I don't know if they put him in the lab and found a little extra, but guy's having a hell of a spring, 7.2 innings, 15 Ks.
He's a spin rate extraordinaire. If he was the spin he's been getting on his fastball and curveball, if that was to stay true and he pitched a full season, he'd be in like the top 10% for fastball spin, and I think he'd be in the top 1% for curveball spin. I think there's only one or two other guys that have as much RPMs on their curveball as he has. I mean, he has a 2,866 RPMs on his curveball. What I'm saying is gibberish to most of you, but this is the new way they see if a pitcher's stuff is alive or twirling or whatever. And I mean, that's those numbers are impressive. So that's why the Yankees say they've had his eye on him, because in the minor leagues he's been doing that. He chose the Giants?
A's last year?
He chose the A's over the Yankees to be in the bullpen. Probably a mistake since the Yankees needed like a ton of pitchers and they would have brought him up. So this year he's like, you know what? I'll stay with the Yankees. And now he might crack the team with Britton. I mean, he's pretty deserving. He struck out half the batters he's faced.
The Britton injury, Adam Warren, who we'll talk about in a second, also got nicked up. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like everything's coming up Litke, man. It seems like there's a spot in the bullpen available. If you have Nick Nelson down there, it still seems like there's room for him. That's ignoring Davey, assuming they're going to do some roster juggle stuff, and Mike King in the mix too. But I don't know, man. Litke seems like the kind of guy the Yankees like for all the spin stuff you said. I think Sicko Cashman would probably love to give this guy a call up and watch him strike out a bunch of hitters, and so he can show his feathers just a little bit. So yeah, man, I don't know. If this guy's in pinstripes, how could you not root for him,
Good call.
Hot take.
I would root for him. I mean, what role would he have? Because he's not going to give you multiple. Right? He's not going to give you multiple innings.
I think they've pushed him a couple of times in spring to like 1.1. Don't know if I can find spring game logs. But yeah, I know one of his recent appearances, he went 1.1. If you're getting dudes like this out, you know, you can get a couple innings. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe there's a world where this bullpen train continues and the injury bug, and he's doing his job, that he's at least a lefty specialist. But, you know, the Yankees kind of haven't held that role on their team. So I don't know. It would be get dudes out, and if you don't, we got a young guy coming on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
See if he's got some good lefty career splits. Lucas Litke.
He hasn't pitched since 2015 in the big leagues, which is before like StatCast, like all the data that he's being chosen by.
So how about this? He was used as a lefty specialist for the majority of his career, and that's because righties rocked him. So lefties, he held to a 209 batting average, a 567 OPS. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Righties hit 299, 403 on base, and an 866 OPS. So righties jumped this dude's bones while he was in the majors. Let's see if he made the adjustment, or maybe if the Yankees can find some nice lefty lanes for him.
He's a completely different pitcher than he was back then,
right,
according to the stats we have, because of all the spin rate stuff. So he's got his hands on that sticky good stuff. Seth Lugo, Framber Valdez, and Lucas Sims are the only other pitchers that really get to where he is with spin rate.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it seems like Licky's going to be there. And if he is, enjoy it, man. I'm talking to him, not even us at this point.
Congrats if he makes it.
Yeah, dude.
That's
seriously.
Awesome. Lefties, Framber, Julio Urias, and Rich Hill are the only ones that have curveball spin somewhere near him.
Snap it, kid. Lucas Lester Litke.
Lester's his middle name?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lester's a creepy name, right?
Yeah, I guess not as a last name. Like John Lester, it never throws me
not
off.
at all.
But
Not
Lester
at all.
first or middle, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, last names being used as a first name.
Whoa.
No, I
It
think
can
it's
be a-
because
that's
it
a tough
rhymes
start.
with molester.
Yeah.
It's the last, like, 2/3 of molester.
Yeah. It's part of the word.
Yeah. So that sucks for him.
That sucks.
Also sucks that I have him as my the lint liquor. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you jumped there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All those L's. Which, again, not a great pitcher letter. Arguably the worst pitcher letter.
I'm thinking what I'm looking up here is lefties in the 2020 season that had, he has 2,700 RPM on his fastball.
Mm.
So in 2020, no lefty pitcher had that spin rate on his fastball. So he'd be the
Sweet.
pitcher with the lefty pitcher with the highest spin rate on his fastball if he makes the major league roster. You got Scott Tanner and Mike Minor are the only other people.
Get out of here, Scott Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner Scott.
So that's why they like him. That's why the Yankees say they've had their eyes on him, because they probably go lefty spin rate, sort by highest. And Lucas Litke came up when they did like AAA pitchers.
So what lefties do we want to get out? We want to get Devers out. Verdugo.
Yep.
Choi,
Bomb
Meadows,
just went off in the Bronx.
Lau.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue Jays, who they got? Biggio, Tellez.
Grichuk, is he a lefty? No.
So, okay. We got some guys for you.
All right. Adam Warren, is he going to what if he doesn't break camp?
I mean, I think he's hanging around with the Yankees.
I think they technically sent him down already. He's got, I think, an elbow thing barking up.
Yeah. I think he can hang out alt side or AAA until the Yanks need him.
Alt site
Alt side.
for Warren.
Yeah.
And then who else? Jhoulys Chacin. I'm kind of over that. They said they're going to do 5 pitchers now, which if the Yankees are saying that they're going to have 5 starters, I think it's very obvious who those 5 starters are. Davey starts at the alternate site or at AAA, getting innings and kind of staying rested a little bit, and Chacin's gone. If they're being honest about, we're going to have carry 5 starters, it's very clear that it's Cole, Tyone, Kluber, Monty, Herman, Davey, Altsite to get some reps in, and Chacin gone. So, I mean, that's taking what Boone said at face value.
Yeah, and hey, we'll see, would he accept a minor league assignment, or is there teams out there that would sign Jhoulys Chacin to be in their starting rotation? I don't know. The guy has a really nice major league career. 226 career starts, a 4.04 ERA, 12-year major leaguer. So if Jhoulys Chacin ends up getting on the bump for the Yanks, you shouldn't be mad about it. It's a veteran guy who's been out there. You saw him pretty recently with Boston, and I think we caught him in Atlanta last year in one of his few games. Let me see. Let me see if that's right, Jake.
Probably, because we're always pronouncing his name for some reason.
Now, he played the Mets twice last year. That's funny. So I don't know.
He just played the Mets twice.
It's pretty funny.
Last year, his season.
So that's what the Yanks are saving him for this year.
2 games against the Mets.
Crosstown.
He did good against the Yankees in 19.
Yeah, he was electric that one game, remember?
Yeah, he went 2 innings. He struck out 4 without giving up any hits.
Pretty good.
Jhoulys. What a jerk.
Jhoulys Chacin, Adam Warren, all the celebs. Funky Cold Medina, will he get the call?
Nick Goody.
Albert Abreu, Nick Goody.
Medina, no. Albert Abreu, yes, because he's on the 40-man. And he's already been called up.
Yeah. He was hitting 100 in spring training. How about that?
They'll all probably get up. Medina might
Show
even
up.
get a
day.
There's a minor leaguer named Jansen Junk in the Yanks org?
I did know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Junk. Yes.
Awesome.
We did a
Not
bit
me.
We
Mr.
did
Junk.
we did a
Jansen.
at one point we ran into his name on a show and we're like, he better not throw fast.
No.
You better just throw a bunch of junk up there.
Junk. Jansen.
Imagine junk throws 100 miles per hour.
Be rude. Kind of can't have the last name.
No,
As a junky person, I'd be offended by that.
Jansen Junk scouting report. We need to.
What can he top out at?
It's like
94?
Self-fulfilling prophecy. He's
Ideally, we want his fastball at what, 87?
knuckleballs only.
Okay.
87, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, come on, website, you dummy.
Come on, website.
Tell me his pitch repertoire.
You dummy.
Never mind.
Okay.
This is defeating.
Don't. No, Jimmy.
I mean,
Jemima.
it sucks when you think websites are going to tell you what you want, and then they just don't tell you anything.
Don't.
Just nothing. Okay. Athleticism, average. Delivery,
Huge.
average. Pitchability, below average. Mound presence, average. Short right-hand pitcher with a high spin fastball and sharp curveball that project to play up in relief. Don't see carry tool, but interested to see in short stints. Follow grade. I think I might be
Go on.
full anti-scouts.
Yeah.
What was that?
You didn't like that
What did I
language at
just
all.
read?
Yeah.
Well, what did that
I like
mean?
it.
Something to some
It's
people?
a hidden language. Oh, no. He's just made another face. He's entered another wormhole.
I hope this isn't a...
What did you just click?
This comes up when you search Jansen Junk and stuff, and I just...
Okay. How about...
okay, it's not Jansen Junk, thank God.
Okay.
Look at the picture I'm looking at. That couldn't have been
Okay.
Jansen Junk.
No.
It's a tough
No,
picture.
I'm glad that wasn't Jansen Junk. Hey, this is a game we played with the hitters. We'll play it with the pitchers. How many pitchers in 2019 pitched for the Yankees and excluding field players?
25.
25, 22.
I wanted to say 30.
You just got me 25. It was 30.
I wanted to say 30.
I didn't have a guess in my head on what a good guess would have been.
It was
Or
30.
what a normal year would be.
How many of those guys threw 10 or more innings? That brings it down to 20. So, deadline piece, DFA ad. If you're wondering why we're doing these guys,
20 guys through 10 innings.
10 plus innings. So, I mean,
Can I name 20 guys for you?
if you want.
Before you do that, do you want me to read you the pitchers who are non-roster invites currently with the Yankees, and you can stop me if any of them you want to discuss, because we kind of should have done this
Yes.
before the show.
Speed read it.
Yeah.
Speed read it.
Bear Claw, Chacin, Nestor Cortez, Luis Garcia, Nick Goody, Trevor Lane, Litke, Tyler Lyons, Reggie McClain, Glenn Otto, Addison Russ, Adam Warren, Asher Wojciechowski.
Asher Wojciechowski got hurt. Adam Russ, they traded David Hale for him, and he's supposed to be good, but he's going to minors. Tyler Lyons will be up in September at some point, looking handsome. He'll throw one inning, or he'll throw like one game, 2 innings. That's all. So we need to name 20 pitchers.
I think this might be easier than we think.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Zack Britton. I'm going in alphabetical order on the 40-man roster list. I have the 40-man roster ahead of me. I'm going alphabetical order. I skipped Abreu. I don't think he's getting 10 innings.
Zach Britton.
Luis Sessa. Chapman. Cole. Davey. That's 5. Herman. Chad Green. King. Kluber. Loizaga. That's 10. Monty. Nelson. O'Day. Severino. Tyone. Wilson. That's 16.
16. So you need 4 more to throw 10 innings.
Clark Schmidt.
I like that.
Litke.
I love it.
Warren at some point somehow.
Ooh, tough to bet against.
Yeah. I said Davey, right?
Said Davey.
So then we're looking for one more guy.
I think Albert Abreu could be your guy.
Maybe. Chacin.
Bear Claw finds a way.
Addison Russ from the top rope.
Nestor comes up. He's a multi-inning guy. Do you think he ever shows up?
3 games, he's there. Brooks Kriske season?
Maybe.
Baseball's a crazy sport, huh?
I mean, Nestor.
You watched?
You're not shocked if Nestor comes up.
Not shocked. When was the last time you were shocked?
When Mike Ford pinch hit. Honest answer? When Mike Ford pinch hit. That's like truly like a gaw.
Mike Ford pitched in the 2019 season, too.
Yep.
Did he get 10 innings?
He did not.
All right. There you go. There's your bullpen slop episode. If Litke comes up, he's a spin rate guru. And he had an exciting spring, so it should be exciting. That's that. Goodbye.
So who got 10 innings? Who was number 20 for the Yanks in 2019? Joe Harvey.
10 innings?
9 games.
Remember his dad?